might be the one person you need to get 10,000 more people to agree that your shit is dope. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes the biggest difference, because at the end of the day, like, you know, you've never really been in a situation, you know, until you've been in a situation by yourself and you can't figure out your way out, you know. But even in them situations, sometimes most of the time you have that one person that helped you out, or that gave you that out that you needed to get yourself out of that situation. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you to take that opportunity, though. So I appreciate you for taking the time to join in with me, bro. Anytime you want to join, bro, I'm here, man. So, like, you know, as that, I do this. Yeah, man, for sure, man, for sure.
Thank you, brother.
And we gotta get, and we get together, bro. We can put this shit together, bro.
I had all my peoples and your peoples, bro. It was lit, bro.
Preach. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. All right, bro. I'll chop it up with you later, man. Let me see if anybody else want to take some time to join in here and get some of this talking in. That's love, man. That's real. What it do? Yeah, so yeah, like I said, man, we got it today. It's Ask a Blind Man today. Word, appreciate that. It's all love here. All right, man. Appreciate you, yo. So yeah, that's what we doing. That's what we got going on today, yo. Shit, peace and love to everybody in the room. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. This is the love I'm talking about, man. I appreciate every last one of y'all, man. This is real love right here, y'all.
What's up,
now that's what I'm talking about. What's happening, King?
Man, what's going on?
I can't call it, bruh. Shout out to Memphis 10 in this motherfucker. You did? Yeah. That's what we doing, man. Like, that's what I'm talking about. It's all love here, bruh. But you know what I'm saying? I just had my bro Debo the city from motherfucking San Fran, California. You know what I mean? Yeah. Shit, we can't. Shit. It would only be right if we had motherfucking Tennessee up in this shit. You know what I mean? Because it's New York, Memphis, Cali. Hell, we just doing it all over the place. Shit, I got Minnesota in this motherfucker. Man, listen, we worldwide with this shit, bro. Believe it or not, man. We gonna take this shit all over the place, bro. Yeah. One of these days, they gonna appreciate this shit. And the way I see it, man, is if it happens to be a situation where, you know, the world is just waiting on some hot shit to hit, this gonna be the spot where they're gonna start looking, man. They're gonna come around. They're gonna be like, yo, I remember this one dude was doing videos and shit. This blind motherfucker was doing videos, and he had all these motherfucking artists coming through here, man. And I'm telling you, because that's the idea that I'm hoping for. That's the dream and vision I have for the Peasy show. Yeah. And although I'm not able to really, like, I'm still trying to figure out how I can take the show and put it on my, like, YouTube channel, because I know a lot of people on IG, they download their videos even with guests on the show, and they fucking, you know, clip it up to they put it on their page. I haven't been able to do that unless I have like because usually when I'm like by myself, if I do the live stream and nobody joins, I can download that. Yeah. I can't download it if it's just me, if it's me and a few other people on. So I got to find out how I can do that. And once I figure out how I can do that, and I learn the pattern behind how to do that and get it to where I can rip that shit off of here and pull that shit on, put that shit on like my YouTube channel and shit. I'm gonna put up a channel just for it. I'm gonna put up
Yeah,
a channel
somebody
just for it.
gonna hook you up with that, man. It's gonna come to pass. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna
Everything happens
come
for a
because
reason.
eventually it's gonna happen. You know, everything happens in its own time for a reason. You know, and that's why I said I'm patient. I've always been a patient person, and I've never been that person that's willing to rush anything. So at the end of the day, whenever I get in a situation like this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, them rush jobs ain't no good job.
Nope. The rush jobs don't ever come out good jobs. They always come out like, yo, listen, you need to check on that. You need to go back and redo that because that's, you know, and I realized that myself, bro. Even in recent years, like even in just this year alone, like doing the songs that I put out, you know what I mean? Most of the songs that I put out, I found myself going back over them.
Yeah.
Because I didn't like the final cuts on them.
Yeah.
Like, hold up. Let me check on this. Hold up, let me put this together. You know what I'm saying? And eventually I got the quality to the sound that I'm looking for, or the sound that's, if not there, it's close enough to where I can say, yeah, I agree that's nice.
Right.
I agree that works for me. You know what I'm saying?
It's not about perfection, man. You gotta keep working on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And nothing pushes better than a song that you really take time to put together, to critique it.
Yeah.
Make sure that down to the sound quality, everything is right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, I don't even mind it, man. It's just like, yo, things that are great often take time to manifest.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Things that are going to be great and things that are great usually take time to manifest. That's something that a lot of people don't really pay attention to it, but most people that understand it know, like, all right, you hear this, you may hear a little piece of that, but really you don't know. Like, right. I'm taking my time with this. I'm going to make this shit sound right. I'm going to make this shit sound so right that you're going to be like, yo, that shit was crazy.
That's true.
I heard that. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So I appreciate that shit.
Yeah. That's
right, because you never really know.
About fast food. You know what I'm saying? It's fast food for a reason.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be half-assed and shit. Right. It's not always. Like, it's not supposed to be motherfucking. It's not supposed to be perfect. You get a fucking burger, that shit leaning to the left a little bit. That's because your ass got a fucking fast food sandwich. That's what the fuck you expect.
Man, that's
true. You can't expect that. You know what I'm saying? You can't expect a motherfucker to go up in motherfucking Burger King or fucking McDonald's and get a goddamn burger that look like some shit you seen in a goddamn TV commercial, because most of the time they inflate the hell out of that shit.
Man, for real, they don't never look like the picture, man.
They don't never look like the picture. Even think about it, bro. Like about 2 weeks ago, I ordered a double Whopper, right? A double Whopper with cheese, right? That motherfucker now mind you, this motherfucker on the commercial super big. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I might have to cut this nigga in half, right? Nah. I get the motherfucker, the order come in, I get the sandwich. This nigga, I'm like, shit, this a burger you get at a fucking barbecue in the crib, nigga. The only difference is they added you could burn one of them burgers at the crib right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything they put on it, down to the way they made it.
Man, you got
like, it's nothing different. You basically got a fucking Happy Meal. Same thing I said about the Big Mac. The Big Mac is a huge letdown for me.
Man.
Like, and I used to love going to McDonald's and getting them big ass Big Macs. But at the end of the day, it just didn't appeal to me like that anymore, because now that I look at it, it's like, you look at this burger, if I can hold this bitch in one hand, it ain't worth it. This ain't the goddamn burger I paid $10 for. Goddamn it. Right. It's like, why the fuck am I paying these niggas $12 for a goddamn burger? I can hold this shit in one hand, and it ain't like I'm holding it in one hand while I'm cuffing the motherfucking napkin underneath it or some shit to keep the motherfucking shit from falling apart. No, This nigga is literally just a one-hander.
That's
ha. You know what I mean? Like,
they slid one in, man, because they did used to be bigger back in the day.
Yep.
But now they condensed everything, and the price has gone up. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's like,
You paying to be lazy.
You paying for the convenience. You paying basically to be lazy. Exactly. Just like if you think about it, nowadays they got DoorDash and Uber Eats, right?
Right.
Uber Eats is some shit. That's why I don't fuck with Uber Eats. Now, mind you, these motherfuckers really got me they got me on this shit. I fucked around and I bought the pass play or that Uber pass or whatever, which is supposed to be for like the Uber rides. You get discounts on Uber rides,
right.
and you get like discounts on the food choices and shit at different restaurants on the Uber Eats.
Okay.
Nigga, I'm paying you $25 for that. For you to tell, okay, so here's the thing. I bought that shit. That shit was $25, right?
Right.
Now, mind you, I paid $25 for this shit to happen, right? Then I go make an order on this shit. But in order for me to complete my order, I gotta give the goddamn driver this is mandatory now.
You gotta give him a tip.
You gotta give these niggas a tip. I'm like, nah, fuck that shit. Fuck, I wanna spend motherfucking the same price I spent if I were to go, like, say for instance, if I went to McDonald's or if I went to Burger King and ordered some shit on DoorDash, right?
Yeah.
And DoorDash's order came out to $16, right? $16 and some change for a double Whopper, right?
Right.
With some cheese. Yeah, because a double Whopper with cheese is about $16. Believe that. And the reason why I say that is because I've ordered a few of them on DoorDash. So I know them niggas is like $16.80-something. They close to $20. But the problem with that is they give you a choice. They give DoorDash, actually, that's the difference. DoorDash gives you a choice. You can choose to give that driver a tip,
yeah,
or you could just say fuck him,
Yeah.
I ain't saying that I'm a harsh ass dude and I like to say fuck him all the time, but I can't afford to keep giving a nigga $3 extra, $4 or $5 extra.
That shit crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Especially when you already paying pretty much twice the price
Yep.
of something that you would normally pay. Like $8, not even $8, like $6 for $7 for at the store, at the actual restaurant if you would have drive there yourself.
They capitalize
and then you go to
off
fucking
this shit, man. They
capitalize
because
like
the drivers ain't even getting paid shit.
No, they not. And then they was like last year. Then just last year, I was getting the notifications. Matter of fact, not even notifications. I was told by one of the drivers, a few of the drivers, would you like to give a tip? We ain't getting the tips that they've been saying that they've been giving us on DoorDash.
That's real.
I'm feeling some type of way now. I'm like, wait a minute. Do you know how much I just paid for this food alone, nigga, just to get your ass to drop this shit off? I apologize, bro, for not contributing to your gas fare, but nigga, I can't afford it, bro. I just can't afford it. I keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real with a nigga. Like, listen, I just can't do it. My bro, 9/11, he finally made it today, bro. That's what's up.
Ohio in the house.
Yo, Ohio, stand the fuck up, yo. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, we just going nationwide with this shit right now, bro. I fucking love it.
Man. It's gonna come, Peasy, man. Like, shit. Don't even think down on yourself, man. That shit gonna happen.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, think about it like this, bro. Think about it like this. D.I.P, think about it like this, bro. I literally started off this show last year. I started this show in July, right?
Yep.
In July, I literally might have had anywhere between no fans at all. There was times I sat on here for days by myself, or just me and Magic Man would be on here, or I might have KO the Prince pop in, you know what I'm saying, and chill with me for a bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now thinking about it now, as we've gotten almost to a whole year of me being on this, doing this show, like July this year be a year for me doing this show. And thinking about that, bro, look at the numbers.
Man, look.
It's literally like, you know, in and out 4 or 5 people. But then you think about it, once I end the show, it'll probably show me 40 20 to 30 people that have been in my show. Like, for example, what was it? Not even Wednesday, but Tuesday, when Tuesday afternoon when I went live Tuesday afternoon for that young kid that I had an issue that I was expressing my issues with on yesterday's episode.
Yeah.
And fucking I had literally passing through almost 50 people come through. Almost 50 people in and out.
That's crazy.
That's the most I've had on my show ever. In and out. Just in and out. You know what I'm saying? I literally had about 13 and that's the thing. Silent Echo was actually on the show that day. Silent Echo was on the show that day. I had literally at the time 13 viewers. Most I've had solid viewers ever.
Damn.
Ever since I've been doing this shit. But like I said, bro, you never know. You never really know. So you don't really know. And you just got to keep it moving, bro.
It's just like,
because just think, I literally went from no fans, right. So I mean, you go from no fans, no followers, and you go from that to fucking 4 or 5 steady people that come in and sit with you and chill. We have conversations. I like to bring up different topics, so like we have different we have different things to speak on, and the days just keep them. The day just keeps going.
Yeah. You
make a day of it. Like, think about it, bro. I'm usually out of here right now. It's after 8.
Yeah.
But I feel like chilling. My bro, you know what I'm saying? 9/11 in here.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? We got 9/11 in here today. I'm feeling like jumping.
Strategy up in here. What's up, Strat?
Who? Tony Strategy?
Yes, I thought I saw Strategy up in here, man.
I wouldn't be surprised, bro. Like I said, I get a few people that pop in, they come in to see, and then they leave.
Yeah.
Yep. Strategy up in this building, bro. You know what I'm saying? Chi-Town via Arizona in this motherfucker. Shit, let's get it, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I've been trying to get it in with these people, man. And this is the kind of love and this is the kind of love and commitment to the show that I'm on, bro. Cause I do this every day.
Yeah.
So y'all know, every time y'all come in, every time y'all tune in Monday through Friday, bro, I'm always here. You always know that at 7 p.m. on the East Coast.
Keep grinding.
You know what I'm saying?
I love the hustle, man. I love the hustle.
And that's what I'm saying. Like,
every time I get that notification, you know what I'm saying? D.I.P doing this, doing that. I'm like, that man working, man. You can't knock it. That man working.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, bro. Because you got to think, all right, I got this show. I do this show right here. And I love making this shit happen. You know what I'm saying? I love putting it on with you guys. I also fuck with Scoop, Fat Man Scoop.
Yeah. Where
Scoop just put me in the format for his show on Instagram. So I do movie reviews for this man, once a week now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's
so
up, man.
Whenever you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm constantly fluctuating with work. And I'm just like, yes, this is the best thing for me because it keeps me active. I don't feel like I'm dying in this fucking room by myself. You know what I'm saying? I get to talk to people. I actually get to express my feelings, and we have real life conversations.
Right.
Like, because this is the kind of show that I wanted to develop. I wanted to develop a show that actually brings out the real life situations. Like, while we got the time, let me send out my love and condolences to everybody that's going through some shit out there in Texas right now. As you know, Texas got hit with that ice storm. They was not prepared for that shit, bro. My boy King Creole is out there, man. I swear to you, every night now since I heard that shit, yo, I've been sending prayers out. Ever since I heard the weather report come in and they said that it's gonna hit that shit hit 74% of the country.
Yeah.
74. That's the biggest fucking snowstorm we've had ever.
That shit crazy.
Ever in record history, bro. This is definitely a sign of the times, man.
It is, man.
It's a sign of the times, bro. And this is the reason why I say, like, even just y'all just got hit down there, what was it, a couple days ago?
Yeah, I drove through that shit, man. Like, we went to Louisville last Friday, and I came back Monday. And when I tell you I hit the city Monday afternoon, about 3, 4 o'clock, the city was fucked up, man. Like, it looked like, man, I don't even. It look like Armageddon or some shit, man. Folks was fishtailing and stalling out because we ain't used to this shit.
No, that's what I'm saying. You got to think the South, even in just the Southeast region of this country, they is not prepared. Think about it. A few years ago, back in what, like 2016, 2015 in Georgia, that snowstorm we had down there in Georgia. You see what happened on I-285? They don't know nothing about black ice down there. They don't even have snow trucks down there in Georgia.
I think we might have like 2. They had to contract some other trucks to come out and help the city.
Right. They literally had to contract trucks from out of state to come over and help.
I think this is the most snow I've seen here in Memphis in my entire life. You know what I'm saying?
Seriously, it gotta be, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
It gotta be, bro.
And that's what I'm saying. Like ice, no problem, but we don't never see this much snow. And then on top of the ice, and then for the duration, like it's been a whole week.
It's been days. It's been days. That's what I'm saying. Like you normally by the end of the week, that shit gone.
Yeah, it's melting.
But that's what I'm saying. Like it's not nothing to play with. My girl is down there in motherfucking Lewisburg.
Yeah,
she down there in Lewisburg near Nashville. She literally told me they called her off work.
Yeah.
They's like, yo, listen, we can't pull you. We can't tell you to come out there and this shit.
Oh yeah, you know it's bad because I'm cooking.
See, got Candy Lady in the crib.
Man.
Got the queen in the crib cooking. You know what time it is. It's bad.
Look, we can't order the Uber Eats if we wanted to, man.
Damn, man, you know it's bad. That's bad. And that's why, like, yo, for me, like, I'm honestly, in a way, I'm grateful that I'm still here in New York because they used to this shit.
Yeah.
The shit we got up here is bad, but it wasn't as bad to where they couldn't handle it. You know what I'm saying? The snowstorm affected a lot of people as far as like electricity and shit, man. So my heart goes out to them, bro.
We got a water shortage right now. They telling us we on a water boil because the water pressure is down. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
right, because the pipes is frozen.
Right. So they trying to conserve everything, man. It's fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Now, and if you seeing it like that in just Tennessee, bro, you can imagine how they got it going on in Texas right now. Texas is on their own system.
Yeah.
Texas is on their own system. They actually segregated themselves from the federal electricity system, my nigga. I was reading the report. I was listening to the reports from different people that I watch. I watch like the Damage Report.
Yeah.
And this other shit called The Daily Show. Like with Trevor Noah.
Yeah,
so I was watching I was listening. That nigga funny as shit.
Yeah.
But fucking, I was listening to the Damage Report with this guy named John Iadarola, and fucking, I literally was hearing like they was saying like Ted Cruz, the senator for fucking Texas, is out in fucking Cancun with his family amidst this fucking storm.
Yeah,
they're fucking fam. There's millions. They don't give no fuck, bro. That's millions of people without power, without energy. Bun B said in his live stream the other night, cause you seen that one that Creo had shared in the group message, right? That live stream Instagram that he shared in the group message was of Bun B talking about the conditions.
Yeah.
This nigga said, man, it's people out there sleeping in their cars in the garage trying to stay to stay warm, bro.
Yeah.
Carbon emission. He said as far as he knew off the top of his head at least 4 people that had died from carbon emission from carbon monoxide emissions.
That's sad, bro.
Just because they trying to stay warm, and the fucking state is like, Governor Abbott is like, fuck that. We're doing whatever we can, but blase blah. This is all due to that idea of the Green New Deal because the solar panels froze. Hold up, bruh. The wind turbines and the solar panels that y'all built out there in Texas were not built for this weather.
Hell no.
So there ain't no reason. There is no excuse. Not even the pipe system that y'all have, the water or the electricity system was built for that kind of weather. Texas has always been hot.
And see, here's the thing. Here's another example of doing shit too damn fast. Ain't nobody sit back and think about that shit. Like, what if this? We need a secondary plan. You know what I'm saying?
And that was the crazy thing, because I remember back in the 90s when they separated themselves from the states like that.
Yeah.
They separated themselves from the federal government, saying, "Oh, we stand alone. Texas is Texas."
They do everything big.
Do everything big then. Do it. And then now look at you. You're sitting there fucked up, and you want everybody else to just suck it up and deal with it. Like the mayor said, they had a mayor that actually just resigned. One of the mayors out there in Texas had to resign. He got forced to resign because of that bullshit he said on the on news. Like, how you gonna tell your people? Yeah, he basically said, "Oh, this is even though we're dealing with this situation, that we've never dealt with before, y'all just need to suck it up and deal with it." What do you mean? Man. That's some bullshit. You need to take your ass home.
Kids, you know what I'm saying? You got elderly people out there. It's all type of situations going on, man.
Right. And ain't no way in the world you gonna sit here and tell me that shit was right by any means. Man. Nothing that man said made sense. Nothing that man said made sense.
Have you seen them TikTok videos with people houses flooding and, you know what I'm saying, chandeliers falling and water coming out of walls and shit, man? It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
That's some bullshit.
You
that's
need to check
crazy.
that shit out, man. That shit is
crazy. I don't even have TikTok, but my daughter is on built an account under my name, so I'm gonna have to check that shit. I'm gonna have to check in with that shit.
We seen it on Facebook. What they did, they had put like a whole bunch of them together, and there was this post on Facebook, and
really?
They had, it was probably about 20-some videos of people just house flooding, like they literally walking through water.
Shout out to Risky.
That's crazy.
Falling down. I'm talking about.
Man, it's terrible,
they could do
man.
nothing. It was an apartment building where the water was just bursting, just gushing out of the wall.
Out of the wall.
They was on the stairwell. You could see it coming all down the stairwell. What you doing?
That's crazy.
Right, and he talking about somebody. He escaped to the top floor. I'm like, I don't know how the hell you gonna get down.
Oh shit! You got Risky Biz in this bitch.
At one point in time, because the power it's more than just flooding. The power been out. It's people without
and that's what I'm saying. Like, think about it. Like I said, Bun B shared. King Creole shared that IG video of Bun B. It was like a 7-minute, 46-second video in the message. He was literally explaining that shit.
Yeah.
He's explaining that shit.
And turn the heat on and carbon monoxide kill him.
Yes. Like, that's crazy, yo. I said, man, this has got to be the end of days coming, bro. We got to be reaching that time period, bro.
That's what I'm saying, because we thought
got to be in that time
was
period.
Terrible, man. 2021 came in like, hold on. Y'all ain't seen shit yet.
Nah, bro. Y'all ain't seen shit yet. Because we still got this pandemic.
We're going to one-up that one.
We're going to one-up that one. We still got a pandemic we dealing with. The goddamn government is fucking us over with the vaccines. They want to be picky about who they giving it out to.
Yep. Then
they got it set up like Massachusetts probably doing the best thing that I've ever seen about this vaccine distribution thing, right? Yeah. Now, mind you, I'm a little sketchy about this whole vaccine shit. Me and my lady don't really think that this is something that we feel like is going to be conducive. It's really gonna be, it's really got a lot of like snag phrases for me.
Man, like, my thing is they hadn't had enough time to do the research on this thing, man.
Exactly. Now think about it. That's the biggest thing about shit on it. That's the biggest thing that me and my girl was talking about. It's like, you realize the average vaccine for any pandemic, disease, virus, whatever, 7 to 13 years before they say, here, take this. And it's good for everybody.
But they throwing that
7 to 13 years.
It took
them, They unthawed that shit in literally 3 months before elections. They said, "Oh, we got something for you." It was actually about maybe about 2 weeks after the fucking elections was done. they started saying that they had fucking a vaccine, and Moderna was coming out with this vaccine, and Pfizer had this vaccine, and Moderna had a vaccine. There was like 3 different fucking companies that said they had a vaccine: Johnson & Johnson, Moderna, and Pfizer. So all 3 of these goddamn people.
The only thing good came out of that was go ahead and get some stock in those companies, man.
Exactly, because now you know that that's the only thing. Because now you know that these niggas is getting bread. They getting paid. They literally just got trillions of dollars from the government to perfect this fucking thing in months.
In months, man.
Months.
And you know how we are. You know how man is, man. We gonna rush it. It's a rush job, man.
And that's exactly what it is. It's an absolute rush job. And now with the whole thing being what it is, like it feels almost like they've been trying to force people into it.
Yeah, they have.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'm wondering how long it's gonna be
before
they start mandating that, you know, the kids get vaccinated with it.
Before they go to school and all that shit. Yeah, because you think about it. They trying to get at least 75 to 80% of the first responders before they start talking about going into the second stage and shit. Yeah. The second stage is gonna hit the lower level people because they got first responders and the elders in the first stage. Second stage is everybody else. Is pretty much everybody else. Mm-hmm. You know. People that are high risk or at risk underneath the elders, which is probably going to be people with underlying conditions.
Right.
But then you got to think, have y'all tested it on people with underlying conditions yet? I haven't heard anybody say anything about testing on people with diabetes, giving them the vaccine and shit.
And mixing it with diabetes.
With their already taking medications and shit. That's what I'm saying. Like you gotta think. Like they haven't said anything about these type of people. What about the people that have like shit like lupus, HIV, AIDS? You know what I'm saying? Diabetes. There's people out here that are trying to live. And you motherfuckers is like, well, you know, if you don't take it, we can't help you. Huh?
I saw Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on the commercial. He's taking the vaccine and shit.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Something ain't right about that. Even this, just think about it though, bro. Think about it. There was a rumor going around, and I don't know how true this shit is, so don't quote me on it and say that this shit was something that I said to be factual. But truth be told, there was a rumor going around. This rumor that was going around is that they were paying celebrities to go on camera and say that they're going to take the vaccine, even if they don't want to take it, even if they don't choose to take it.
They're going to push the
agenda, all of push that agenda. It's the agenda that they've always wanted to push.
America is pimping at its finest, man. Straight up.
Hey. Pimping since been pimping.
Man,
shit. For real. And that's the realest shit I ever thought of. Because like you think about it, bro. 1619. Before 1619, we had 1492 when a man came his ass over here, mistaking this country for another country.
Yeah.
With his band of rapists and robbers.
Right.
Decided he was gonna take over this motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Dominate the people in this country that were already the first people of this country, which we call now our First Nations people, our first people, our First Nations people, or they call them the First Nation. That now they've gone from Native American, they've gone from Indian to Native American to First Nation.
Right.
So here's my thing. 1492. Then 1619, they started developing shit, you know. Then we got the 1700s that hit with fucking the Civil War, with the war that broke out for our quote unquote independence.
Right.
The fucking British settlers who wanted to separate themselves from Britain or from the Queen. Like, let's be serious here. 1776, they say, yo, listen. We're gonna sign this. We're gonna put this document in the order, and we're gonna be we're gonna celebrate this day because this day marks the day that we finalized our independence from the British people. All right, the British armies. Now all of a sudden, fast forward and some more, we got the 1800s. When the 1890s, when after fucking Mr. Lincoln there, the half black president that they thought was all white. And notice I said all white, because he wasn't all white. He was so half black. He was so half black that he just snuck past their ass with the I'm white.
That's it.
They didn't even realize that shit. Not to mention, on top of that, the smoke and mirror worked so good that he was even able to motherfucker say shit like, we need to always be the dominant race.
Right.
I don't by no means want to give equality to the black people. I want it to be a dominant and an inferior race in this country. Always. So the white nation has to be the fucking inferior, has to be the fucking dominant nation in this country. Why can't we all get along? What the fuck happened to that shit? What the hell happened to we are all created equal? You know what I'm saying? And this was something that was put into the goddamn Constitution.
Yeah, yeah.
So again, going forward, passing that, we had that whole shit that happened out there in Wilmington, North Carolina in 1899. Then we move forward into the 1900s. And it was 1898 when that whole shit took place with that voting system with the Republicans who are now, oh no, it was the Democrats actually, because the Republicans were not the base that they were. Yeah. The Republicans was a whole nother base. The Democrats were the Republican base at that point. The Republican base was like a base for equality and pretty much the Democratic base that you see now. Then the roles switched. By 1900s, you had the whole shit that took place over that century of time. You got the 1900s where the fucking Ku Klux Klan organizing shit. Because, they had already organized, but they really started mobilizing and doing terroristic shit throughout the country, dominating each and every black community that had actually developed its own after we had brushed off our shoulders from the years of slavery. You see what I'm saying? And then on top of this shit, as shit goes on, you had this fucking whole shit that took place in just the summer of 1919, the Red Summer, they called it, where they just went around city to city, murdering groups of black people in large numbers, and they didn't give a shit. And as if that shit wasn't enough, you get further ahead in the time, and you want to go into like the 1950s, 1940s, and 50s. We still dealing with we had already been under the Jim Crow era at that point.
Yeah.
We were trying to get out of it. The civil rights movement started a push to push us out of that shit. And you assassinate the greatest man starting a movement that should have been the movement that kept us moving.
That's the answer I always give when motherfuckers say, why can't they protest peacefully? Like shit, Martin Luther King showed you this. You can't do that shit. You can't do it. Hell, the only person that lived through that whole fucking civil rights the non-violent protest was John Lewis, and he just died last year. Ain't that a bitch?
Keep it real. They shot and killed fucking Malcolm X for saying fuck them niggas. Man, fuck them motherfuckers. They want to hurt us, we gonna hurt them first. They shot his ass because they knew his ass. They set that whole shit up. Think about it. They tried to make it look like Louis Farrakhan did that shit, bruh.
Man, look.
They set that shit up and tried to make it look like he did that he was involved in that shit. He had the motherfuckers go over there and do it.
He had a hand in it, though.
He might have.
He had a hand in it, man. Like
he might have, because if you think about it,
we turn on each other quick.
quick. Especially when we see a person, when we see another motherfucker getting more powerful than us.
What it is.
That's what happens. Right, the jealousy.
We get in our feelings too much, man. We wear our goddamn hearts on our sleeve, man. And it's like with this.
They know how to exploit that.
It's like with this fucking rap shit, man. Like on the app, motherfuckers. If a motherfucker come in a certain place or get too many likes, motherfuckers start feeling like, oh, he must be doing something dirty or this or that. It's come on, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We all doing this.
Now I know myself. I'm guilty of it. I know on myself I'm guilty of saying some shit like that because I done been on my own live and said, God damn it, I don't know what the fuck going on, but it seemed to me like this shit just don't sound right. It don't feel right, don't sound right. But at the end of the day,
I have two pieces, but at the same time, I had to sit back and think, like, look at the app and look at what's really going on. Like,
right,
it's just a popularity contest sometimes.
Right, you know exactly, and that's really what it is.
Everybody ain't gonna like your video, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? And you might have some clicks clicked up, like, hey, we ain't gonna like this dude video, or we ain't gonna. I don't know what the hell.
Oh shit!
You know
we got beat of the week in this bitch. Yo, shout out to beat of the week in this bitch.
Man, much
we
love.
sit there talking. You know,
man,
sit there having the same conversation, but it's true.
It's like what is the answer to it though? I mean, even if you get a panel, if you get 20 judges, they're all gonna think, you know, different artists. They're gonna lean towards different artists anyway. So
exactly, that's really what it is.
So what is fair? Is there a fair?
What is fair? Is there a real norm? Is there a real fair in that? And if there is, how do you define what is fair and what is not?
Right. It's
you know what I'm saying? Because
it's all on that person. I mean, I'm from the South.
It's all on that particular person.
I might not like.
Right. You see what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
That's just what it is.
You got people with that mentality on there. You know.
Right. So you got to think.
I'm a fan of music. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Right. So it really don't matter for me.
Right,
and that's the same thing. Like I grew up, I'm born right here in the city I'm in Albany, New York. But I was raised in the South.
Yeah.
I was raised in the South. I listened to East Coast, West Coast, and South music.
So you got influences all over.
I've got influence all over the fucking place. But for me, it's all about the music. It's really when it comes down to it. I go to the music. What does this song say to me? When I hear your lyrics, what do your lyrics say to me? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And if I can vibe with your shit and we have a conversation where we like, yo, not even just if I'm listening to your shit and I feel like every word you say I can relate to that shit.
It's a feeling.
It's that feeling.
It's like me embracing somebody from a different coast. I might say, what's up? They might think I'm being confrontational. Like, what's up? What you mean, what's up? Damn, how you doing?
Right.
How you feeling? I was just speaking. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about, you know, how you was raised. You know what I'm saying?
Beat of the week stupid. They said if y'all come up with an answer, y'all let us know.
Hey, put us on the board, man. Look, I wouldn't mind just sitting.
Look, I said everybody need to get 3. You get 3 votes. You better use them
motherfuckers wise.
And I was saying, I think a few of us have probably said and suggested that same thing to Beat of the Week too. I'm pretty sure of it.
That'll cut down some of the, you know,
I bet you it'll cut down on some of that.
Shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, go like my video. If everybody,
that's true.
If you, for instance, look at some of the people that be at the top all the time, like. They like
that's
they making a point to make sure they like everybody's video. You know how the game works, because at the end of the day, we done all, you know, in some form of fashion done kind of did it. But at the same time, I mean, but the way I look at it, I'm like, if I want somebody to come look at my video and support me, I gotta show love back.
Right.
I can't expect
Exactly.
to just sit around and not
to
do
me,
shit.
it's a respect thing.
Be
Like,
the
it's a
week said
respect thing.
3 vote coming soon.
I'm just saying, like, I can't
Let's
expect.
do it. Let's
I can't
go.
expect people to come on.
That's what I'm saying.
Love, and I ain't doing it either. I'm just gonna sit back and not do nothing to chill, and then just rack up all the likes. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be like that. So
And then
that's a good idea. It's a really good idea.
I just be feeling like, let's cut out, some of if I go and like,
let's cut out the maximizing on votes, because if you can literally go on this app, scroll through this shit,
and like
hit boom, 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 boom on everybody post, then I guarantee you it would reflect. You would see the reflection. Because like if you limit these people, if you limit each of these artists and say, look, you got
3 votes.
3 or 5, even 5 at the max. 10, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even if you
or 10 back, because I mean, think about it. 10 votes. 10 votes will even change a lot.
People with 150 likes in 2
days. You'll start seeing a moderate sized number of people getting votes. And then the real hustle starts. Then the real hustle comes out. You really see who's out there pushing that motherfucking promotion to get people interested in downloading that app, converting these people to pushing them votes out there and getting them to vote for them. Because see, one thing I appreciated when I seen how the poet puts his work in. And that's how I commend. That's why I commend the poet for putting his work in. Bro, that man stand out there on a fucking subway train doing poetry and asking people about if they interested in voting for him on this contest. Whenever he has his votes, whenever he has his video, that's putting in fucking work. If you standing outside, no matter who come across you, hey man, y'all know anything about this? You got a cell phone on you? Matter of fact, have you ever heard of this app called? And you start breaking it in with them. Yeah. That's how you hustle, because that's putting in footwork.
A lot of people miss out on things because they're scared to ask.
Right.
Like, it's people who bitch and complain about not getting a raise for 10 years. And I always ask, well, have you talked to your manager about that? Don't bitch to me. Go to your manager. Ask the man. He might think you comfortable. Because, I mean, as an employer, if I feel like my employee is happy and coming to work and doing their thing, I'm not finna dish that money out. Unless unless he come to me and hey, Mr. Wright, I really need blah blah blah. I got you, man. I got you.
And that's what I said. And you know what they say? Man. It's the simplest phrase ever heard that everybody should know. A closed mouth don't get fed.
That's true. That's true.
It's real facts. It's just facts, man. Like if you sitting there, you want to win, you want to be the best, but you just put your video up and then don't even share your link to nobody. You just go back to your hole in the wall and just be chilling and then wondering why you only getting 5 and 6 votes at a time a week.
Because people
or do a vote up and down system. Like how some sites will have it to where you can vote this comment up or vote this comment down or what. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good suggestion.
That way you can still show as many people love as you want to. Like you can still comment, like that shit, whatever. But then you might not feel like they supposed to be number 1. You can vote their ass down.
Vote their ass down.
Right.
Your shit was cool, but you really should be following like number 5, number 6. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and figure out
you should be in the top 5, but not number 1 in the top 5. You dig?
Right.
I agree.
We done seen this shit so many times where like
the
top 10 may
submission.
be cool. The top, they might be, or the top 5, 6 people might be cool, but you be looking at number 2 like how?
And it might even be a instance where you got to stop the submissions like Tuesdays to give people time to sit back and go through all the videos and vote.
And go through them.
Or you can only vote if you participate. You can't.
That too.
Because
that works too.
Random people.
That too. I mean,
so many random people.
Because I know hundreds of people, but I'm not finna sit up here and lie and say I'm telling them every week, hey, go to Beat of the Week and do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Right. So for me, I literally what I do, like this is what I do. Like I'm the type of person I do this. I got my social media. I have probably, if you look on my IG page, I got a little more than about 2,400 people on my page, right? Following me. If you go to my Facebook page, I got probably about a good 2,300 people, somewhere in that realm. But I'm thinking, when I first started on that platform, I used to think to myself, if I got 2,000 here, another 2,000 over here, that's about 4,000 people. So out of 4,000 people, I could probably get about 50 to 100 people at least to vote for me somewhere. So what you have to understand is I can share that link on my profile, right?
Right.
But I can almost tell you right now, if you share that link on your profile and here it is, you share something on your profile and you probably got about maybe 2 or 3 people that always interact on your shit, right? They always interact with your post. They always comment on your post. What makes you think if you put up that post on your page that you're going to get any more than the same amount of people that vote for you, that'll support you?
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So regardless of how many people you have.
I can put a video up and I can have 100 views and only 1 like. You know, it happens.
That's exactly right.
You
it happens so much.
I'm like,
think about it.
See it. You
definitely seen it. You just ain't logging in. And that's just what it is. It's like it's a dice game on that whole thing. You really have to be prepared to expect that it's not gonna happen in that manner, but you gotta hope that it would. You know what I'm saying? And just roll the dice on that shit. It's all it is. It's a dice game. It's like shit. If you roll that dice, if you holding them bitches and shaking them up, you can say something all you want to, but them bitches might give you a foe.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's chance. I mean, it's all about luck and chance. Because I've seen plenty of artists, man, that they got some bomb ass shit on there, and they have like 5 likes. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, how? How does this happen?
Godson, I think I checked out.
Beat of the Week said, what's the difference in y'all approach between promoting your personal music and your Beat of the Week videos?
Same results.
It's the same results for me. It's the same for me.
It's the same results. Because I promoted some of my videos. I've actually put some of my songs on my social media. And if you go through my page, you can see like on my Instagram, I have a few series where I put up a couple of songs that I got on there. And out of all of that, might have had about anywhere between 3 to 4 people hit a like button. But I might have had like 40. I might have had like 40, 50 views on it.
I get a lot of traffic. A lot of people look at it, and, and you know, I've had some friends ask me, so what's this Beat of the Week thing? And I'm like, well, goddamn, didn't you download the app? No. Well, what the hell you asking me about it for? I mean,
if you don't know about it, then you should invest in it. You know, and that's the thing. Like if I'm sending you, that's what I'm saying. Do your research. You find out on your own, and then you invest in it if you like it.
Right, but you know? People would rather you just drop it in their lap, come over their house
and make it simple. That's really what it is. That's really what it is right there. That's the answer right there. Serious, motherfuckers is lazy as hell nowadays. When you say lazy, they lazy as shit nowadays. Man. They will sit there and let you do everything for them rather than them do it for you, than them do it themselves.
Like, you know, I was selling I'm still selling merchandise and whatnot, and I would post the link and everything. And people would be like, how do I get there? Click the goddamn link. I mean, I don't know what else to
it's just that simple.
I don't know what
it's just that simple. And that's all it is, because a lot of times they get frustrated. Think about it, bro. I have a Linktree account on my other Instagram page. That Linktree account is connected to all of my links, like SoundCloud, YouTube, both my YouTube channels, Reverb Nation, Twitter account, all that shit. You want to find me, you want to follow me, that's the point. That's the link to look for, right?
Yeah.
I could share that link to 100 people. You know how many people will invest in it?
Man, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what's funny about that? Like, a couple of my bros have bought some merchandise, and they always send me a picture with it on, and I post it, and people will be like, "What's the website? Blah 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 blah." Man, I remember when I was going through the phase trying to get this thing together, and I first told you about this thing. You know? And now you seeing it coming to, you know, into fruition.
It's starting to hit full circle.
Now you want to support. It's a trip. It's
right.
a trip how that shit happens.
It is
man.
a trip.
Once you start getting hot or whatnot, that's when everybody start coming around like, hey man, you know, I always supported you. Okay.
And that's just what it is. As long as there is a lazy way to do shit, people are always gonna want to just take that route.
You're damn right.
There's never gonna be people more motivated to do something that doesn't involve them having to get off their ass and do something.
Right. Whoever invents a means so people can sit, eat, and drink laying down is gonna be a billionaire within a day.
Yep. Within a day. Because you don't even know.
For real.
You don't even know. Like, think about it. Like, the IV drip that fucking provides you with every meal you need in a day.
Right.
That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna make $1 million off that shit. They're gonna make millions and billions of dollars off that shit. Because it's gonna be so many people that's gonna be rather willing to sit in that chair, relaxing on their bed, lounging, laid up, and just saying, fuck the bullshit.
Well, time to eat.
Yep, you know well, time to eat.
Don't pop that needle up in.
Don't pop that needle in. You know? For real. And it's funny, but it's the truth though, man. And it's crazy because I think that's a lot of the things that a lot of these people out here are waiting on. You got to think, if we had 74, you know, less than 75 million people that would rather vote for a goddamn complete and utter psychopath who really doesn't give a flying fuck about nothing but himself. That nigga didn't care about shit but himself. And he still don't. And he shows it every day.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, y'all let this nigga slide through the presidency. He destroyed everything. And y'all motherfuckers is like, well, we just gotta let him be. We leave
excuses for his ass. Then he fucked up. Didn't say that.
Didn't just say he fucked up. They'll dance around the lies. They'll dance around the truth. You got to think. If you got people that's willing to do that and support that, then what make you think they're going to be willing to just get up and be like, oh, well, bro said this, click on this shit right here. All right, I got to download that. All right, I'm going to sign up for this. And then after I sign up, I can set up my account. And then they ain't going to be willing to do all that shit because they lazy. Hell, think about how quick it is to sign up to a Facebook account rather than to fucking sign up for a motherfucking register for an app that they don't even really feel like they're going to be fully participant in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't shit in it for them. If they was
ain't shit really in it for them.
If they was getting a piece of the pie, oh, they'll campaign like a motherfucker.
They'll campaign like hell. Like, that's what I said. Look, think about it. I got a cousin right now, right? My cousin. Love this nigga to death, bro. But this nigga got bars. Nah, this nigga got bars, bro. Yeah. I swear, he was on my IG last night, but he didn't come on the live. He was in the comments talking shit. So what I was saying to him is, you got a chance at winning $500. You just literally told me, this nigga said, bruh, he sees these video clips. He sees these links I shared to him. He said, nigga, if I was doing that shit, I can get about 100 votes on my own, nigga, just like that. I said, well, do it then.
Let go.
Right.
I said, let go. Show me.
You know how we do. We talk so much shit. We don't even realize we talk
cash shit. You know I mean cash shit, bro. Because at the same time, this nigga's still the same person. He's still the same person that refuses to join that app. He joined that app once. The first time he joined that app was after I won week 227. I won week 227 and posted a video in 228. Like I always do. I always post a video every week. But I posted that video in 228. I see this nigga name pop up in the list of names of votes of people that voted. I said, the fuck you voted for me now? Nigga, I didn't need your help now.
Right.
I could have used your help 2-3 weeks ago when I was like in second place and trying to get to the first place, and I was maybe like 5 votes away or 10 votes away, nigga, I could have really used your help then. But now you obviously, you know what I mean? But it's just that point in the matter. You got to think, especially in the black communities. That shit is like, it's like a plague when you tell a nigga, when you ask a nigga to do something. It's like,
it's like,
come on, really,
it's like,
bro?
It's like you ordering them to do some shit, and
exactly.
It's little they ass to do it. It's like, nah, I ain't doing
exactly.
That.
It's like,
until they got some shit, they got.
Right.
Think about it. And that's what I said. Like, I was like, yo, I won, right? I got my check. I was waiting on my check. My check come in. Like, my check was supposed to be due like maybe 2 weeks after that shit happened. 2 days after I confirmed that, after I found out I won, this nigga hit me up talking about, yo, bruh, let me hold $15.
Yeah, you damn right. I know you got it. Then you just
you got it. Then you just get a check.
Man, get out of my face, man.
Get the hell out of here with that shit, nigga.
For real.
Like, I said, man, what the fuck wrong with this nigga here, man? He done tried to hype it. He done got me all motherfucking heated and shit, man. I'm like, nigga, how the hell you gonna help me? You done shat on me.
That's crazy.
Damn.
Hey, you know what though, John, man? I give you plenty props, man, because you one of the first people every week to submit your video, man. Every
one
week.
Of the first.
I'm like, shit, I know he gonna be either one or two.
And then it be flawless.
Then it's fine. It ain't no slaw.
And I try to, I do my best.
They shit first, but they be, you know, like later on, like towards the end of the verse, they might have fucked up or whatever.
And they just slide.
They just trying to go and get it out.
Yeah, and at the same time, I just noticed that, like, you know what I mean, even in a sense, like, you know, when we talk about on that level, shit, we got niggas like Jarvis, just Jarvis.
Yeah.
Solid every week. Every week he dropped, he's solid.
Right.
Shit solid. That man was supposed to been he was supposed to been in the same category as me. The first 5, one of the people that still got it, that win and have to wait 8 weeks and shit. This nigga has really had only like 2 first place wins.
Oh, for real? I know he's the other person I always see every week. Like
every
think
week
this week he was the first one to drop something.
He was, you know, actually. He was the first. I was after him. His dropped and mine came after his.
I got mine in so late, but you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all 2 brothers, man, I'm like, that's motivation for me, man.
For real. And I mean, I love working with y'all, man. I love competing with y'all because artists, you know, there's a competition that you can be in where when you in that shit, it's like playing football, nigga. You neck and neck and you ready to rip a nigga head off.
Yeah,
but
it's
in this shit,
better. You know what I'm saying? Like,
this is just to make you better.
This is just to make you. This shit, man.
I used to. You know now, mind you, I'm not gonna lie. I used to get heated off of this shit. Now, offline, off camera, I'd be in this motherfucker throwing fits, damn near pulling hair out and all kind of shit, mad in the motherfucker. Damn. But Jarvis is a beast, bro.
He a beast. He could be a radio personality. I mean, he got all type of personality.
He really do. Like, you can tell.
I commend you and him, man. I'm like, man, these brothers out here working, man. I love that shit.
For real.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Trey Rail in this bitch.
Trey Rail up in here. What's up, Trey?
Shout out to that boy Trey Rail in the building, man. And it's real, man.
Man,
that's real, bro.
We're kicking the shit, man. Talking about
it's gonna be Peasy, who just said Just Jarvis,
Yep.
And Autoflow.
Autoflow is a beast.
He gonna drop out. He gonna drop out 5.
He is a freestyle fool with it.
As
soon as the beat drops,
he's a freestyle fool with it.
I love Autoflow.
Every day, he'll do 5 a day.
Yeah,
he will do 5 videos a day if he hit. And look, the last time here's the first. I had him on my show earlier in the year too, like earlier in this segment of the year of being on here. The one time I had him on here, and the first thing that he said, "Yo, Peasy, you know, I don't fuck with a lot of people, bro. But when I listen to you, when I listen to y'all, man, y'all just make me want to go hard because think about it. I'm the motherfucking heat of the week. He always call himself the heat of the week. And the reason why he do that is because this nigga constantly, no matter, since I've been on the app, and I've been on that app probably, I don't know, I can't even call it. Like, I think I was one of, I think I was on before he was on.
The damn app, man.
I call him the
You can say that because I've been on.
We call you Uncle Peasy, man.
Like I probably have been on there just as long as everybody. Like the newcomers, as far as the newcomers are concerned, yeah, I'm like the father of most of these niggas. I've been on there longer than them, way longer. But when it come down to it, me, goddamn KO the Prince, fucking KO the Prince, me, motherfucking. I've been on since motherfucking Crucify been on there. Goddamn, back when motherfucking I used to see Trey Rail's videos too. Like Trey Rail, he's not an all the time poster on there, but man, shit, I've seen some of, I've caught some of his shit. And normally he drops some heat. But like fucking Brother Hall, I remember when motherfucking KO the Prince was in the pro league still, because I was still in the pro leagues.
Yeah.
And KO used to tell a nigga, you better come with it because I'm coming for you. And believe that, believe when he say he was coming for you, he would bring it. And he always brought it.
Yeah.
Exactly the reason why I fuck with it. I know. Trey will tell you, like, I've been on there for a minute, bro.
But here's my thing, though, Jesus, man. Like, instead of bitching about the problem, man, come with a solution. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all get in our feelings sometimes and be like, man, fuck this shit. I've done it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, what am I giving my all? You know what I'm saying? Am I coming?
Am I giving everything? Am I really coming with it?
Because I'm being honest, like, remember I told you that time he was on like he was just fucking with the shit. Like,
he really wasn't fucking around with it.
You know what I'm saying? It wanted to, like, then when I started doing it, and then, but see, here's the thing about me, like my whole persona, you know what I told you I do, like I'm a competitor by nature.
She's a
like that's really my profession. Like I compete for a living.
Like she ties her shoes perfectly. Like everything has to be precise with her. Everything is an 8 count, man. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
So like, you know,
and that's fact.
So I was like, well, I didn't even really know, you know, I was supporting him. I'm like, yeah, baby, you know, you good, you know, it's cool. I'm like, I started, he was letting me hear some of the other people verses. I was like, oh shit, you gonna win in no time, you know. But then it was like, but see, the thing is, it's so diverse, and you got so many people from so many different.
So many people.
You don't never know who
everywhere. You don't know who might be the. Yeah.
Because sometimes
that's what I'm saying. Like
the artist pick might be somebody. I'd be like, it was alright.
And then I'm not one that's
I'm just being real. I'm just being real. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, but you got so many different people, and so many people gonna have different tastes. Like you got like dude the other day told him, you know, he ain't really like he was talking about killing and murdering. And he was like, he don't really like that. But the next person might be like, oh, that's my shit.
Man,
that's all I listen to. I listen
True.
To you know what I'm saying? So like,
that's absolutely true.
It's a lot of different shit, but like as far as like videos and stuff like that, like he was just most of the time he'll go in the garage.
I drop it and that's it. Walk on out. Read my shit off the phone, man. Like
he really wanted to like that, but then once I got it and I really saw how, you know, everything was working, and I was like, oh, okay, you know, but that's just you. That's where I came in.
That's our work ethic, you know, and then. I mean,
hard workers.
Once we said and I really thought about it, and I was like, "Fuck it, let me go on and try. Let me go on and put.
Let me really put my work in on it. Yeah. Now think about it. Think about it. I was doing the same shit. I did the same shit. My first year on there, the first time I got on there, I was like, you know, you can pretty much go all the way back because my very first video is still on my timeline. If you scroll all the way down, but you got to go all the way to the bottom of the list. So like my very first video is still on there. Like, but it's just like when I hear that shit, I'm like, yeah, I was really playing. I was just bullshit.
Because honestly, like I like the app. Beat of the Week is
I love
it. Good app. You know what I'm saying?
It really is. Like think about it. It brought us out of that. Yeah, you get exactly what you put into it. And that's the one thing I appreciate about that app. If you want to give half-ass verses and half-ass bars, then you're going to get half-ass votes.
Right.
Don't expect to be at the top of the list if you ain't giving it everything you got. You know? And then on top of that, you also had to be dedicated to putting in the work to get those votes. You know what I'm saying? So like that's a combination of the two. You know what I mean? You really had to be dedicated to your verse, putting that shit down and making it locking it in right. And then you really have to go in there and push that shit, and push that out there and make other people feel your shit like you feel your shit. Because if you sitting there spitting shit in it, no, go ahead.
I was gonna say I feel like, you know, even if you don't like what the content, or you know, you don't like what the person is talking about, if the passion is there and you can feel what he's talking about or she's talking about, you're gonna give that person a like. You know what I'm saying? Because
hey, Vanessa,
man, music is universal, man. You know what I'm saying? Even the Hispanics, you know what I'm saying?
For real.
Like some of they flow, man. I'm like, man, I don't know what they saying, but they flowing. Hold on,
right.
They flowing,
and
though.
That's the same thing.
It made me want to learn Spanish to start.
That's the same thing. And I seriously, yo, for real, or call one of the Mexican homies, the Spanish homies, be like, yo, look, listen to this real quick and tell me what this nigga was saying. Like, bullshit you not. I had a Spanish lady that used to work at the front desk in my building, right? Mm-hmm. Every week, I used to have her listen to the song from one of the Spanish folks. Every week, at least one of them, I let her listen to. Be like, yo, what is this dude saying? Can you tell me what he's saying? And like, she would listen, and she's like, oh, he was talking about blah, 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 this, that, and the third. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm feeling that. Okay, I got you. You know what I mean? Because she's, you know what I mean? She still speaks fluent Spanish too. So it's like, yo. Exactly. Silent Echo said the perfect thing. We got too much time quarantining to not be building our brand. You know what I'm saying? It's too much time. That's the truth.
One thing I love about the beat of the week, man, since I got on there, the relationship.
Hey sis, I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
all right, sis, I'll check you later.
The relationships we've built, you know, since being on this app, man, like it's been much love, man. We
all the time.
I can't even tell you how many times, you know, I've run into new people on that app.
Yeah.
And we instantly click because I mean
it's the same. You share the same passion.
We share the same passion.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Share the same passions and ambitions.
Yeah.
You know, like I told you, even what the fuck I do. Like, I ain't know what the hell I was about to get into. I was just doing some shit. But, I mean,
and it's been
when I tell you it's been a whole 180 from what I'm used to. Like, I'm in a profession where I'm constantly told what needs to be fixed and what needs to be better and what needs to be...
Right.
And don't get me wrong, I still get that same type of feedback here. But it's in a completely positive way. It's all...
Right. It's like, yo, this is how you chart... This is the way. It's like if you work for a blacksmith and you're the mentor and you're the mentor of this blacksmith, or you're being mentored by this professional blacksmith. This blacksmith is going to teach you everything he knows about how to sharpen this iron to turn it into a sword and make it hard and make that steel so strong that it won't break or bend, and it'll cut through the fucking hardest of steels. It'll cut through anything. You know what I'm saying? And it's only up to you to create that craft and keep cutting at that stick, keep working on that skill. Whatever he teach you, keep working on it. Whether it's how you throw that shit in the water, then throw that shit in the fire, then throw that shit on the hammer and slam that shit down a couple more times. You see what I'm saying? It's the technique. It's all in formulating that technique. And that's the one thing I love about being a part of the Beat of the Week community, because it's artists like you, artists like KO, artists like The Poet, artists like Trey Real, all of these different high-level, high-performing artists that keep you inspired and keep you influenced to keep pushing for your greatness. Because you are great artists already. Just being a part of the community makes you a great artist. But once you keep sharpening that iron, the edge gets so sharp, you can't touch that motherfucker. Can't touch it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing that I appreciated about Beat of the Week. And that's what I told them in my interview when I did my interview with them, because honest and truthfully, if it were not for this app, and the app, you know, showing me things and putting me on the way it put me on, bro, like, I wouldn't be in the position I'm in. I wouldn't feel the way I do right now about my music. You know what I'm saying? I still be in that slump of, man, am I even good enough to do this shit? Should I just sit my ass down and pay attention to family business? Or should I keep pushing for this dream that I have? You see what I'm saying? Right. I sat down for a good 10 years. I sat down for almost a good 10 years, bro. And I didn't know what I was going to do. I was like, man, I love music. I love hip hop. I love rapping. Right. I love singing, but I don't know if this is something that I'm going to continue to do. And I don't know how far I'm going to take it. You know what I'm saying? I'm almost fucking 40 years old. Do I really want to be a 40-year-old rapper? Do I want to be the next Eminem at 46 years old, 50 years, or damn near 50 years old, still rapping and shit? I don't know. But at this point right now, me and Silent Echo had this same conversation. I'm going to probably be that 76. That's what I said. No, that's it. I'm gonna be that next. I'm gonna be like 60. I'm gonna be like 65, 70 years old.
He was 10 boy for the longest. Until he became 2 Chainz. He was 2 Chainz till he was about 40.
I'm in my 40s, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
I'm 43, man.
And that's true. Music is real life. Music is real life, man.
Autoflow said Autoflow said I remind him of UGK. He said you like both of them put together.
Right.
I damn near cried, man.
Earlier, somebody he was talking about people saying he sounded like Jay-Z.
Yeah, you know, and that's what a lot of people said. I sound like the Southern version of Jay-Z, like the Southern Jay-Z, because I have like a Southern accent whenever I speak a lot of times. Like I can't help it. I grew up in the South. I grew up in Georgia, North Carolina, Florida.
You got that storytelling, man. You remind me of Ball. You remind me of A-Ball, man.
For real. Like, and I listened to them. Like that, those were some of my biggest influences, especially when I was living in Atlanta. When I was living in Atlanta, that's all my brother used to listen to was 8 Ball and MJG.
Yeah, you know, we talked about that last time we went live.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like that's literally all I used to listen to. From motherfucking from Space Age Forever going back to the motherfucking Coming Out Hard album, nigga. Like we was on it, nigga.
Coming out.
You know what I'm saying? Straight up armed robbery, like you was talking about last.
For real.
Robbery. Man,
that was one of my favorite shits. That was one of my favorite shits, though, bro. Like I don't give a fuck. That Strong Arm Robbery song was one of my favorite shits, nigga. Between that and Mr. Big, nigga, off that album. Now you can't compete with them two.
Yeah,
like two of the dopest tracks.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. Oh man, this has been a fucking amazing, yo. I love sitting here chopping it up with y'all. Y'all keep me motherfucking love. Y'all keep me in love and motivated, man. I appreciate y'all, man.
We always talk about you, man. I'm like, man, we got to drop in on P's show, man.
That's why I told him. I said, hey, we ain't doing nothing today. Let's make it a point. Make it a point to drop in on P's joint.
I took me a nap.
Yeah.
But I woke up
it's like time. Just in time. You know, we got about maybe less than 2 hours now before fucking the new beat drops and shit. Probably another hour before you guys.
About 2 hours before you drop, because you dropping like ASAP.
What you talking about?
Yup.
You gotta wait.
I don't know. See, it depends on how, and it all flows. It all determines. It really right for me. Whatever the beat is how is the verse that I'm gonna give you. Cause like if that beat gives you some dark shit, I might give you some dark shit. But if the beat give you something like for example, think about it. The beat this week, I didn't even really pay attention to the fact that it was fucking Valentine's Day weekend. Something just said, yo, give us some of that love, because this got a love vibe. It really had an R&B love vibe.
I got an R&B verse, and I was, you know what? I got like an R&B type dedicated ass verse that I was about to do it with, and it would go knock too. But I was like, nah, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do something special. It's Valentine's Day or whatever. So, but like you right though, depending on how, cause like. I just started, y'all know I just started rapping and shit. So whatever I got, nigga, you heard it already. I ain't got too much more than that. But like this man he got verses ready to go. It's just,
exactly.
Like, what he did a couple weeks ago, he wrote this shit like in high school.
Yeah. That shit was fun.
Which one was
That's
that?
the thing. Like it's the vibe. It's that vibe. And just like And just like Silent Echo just said, it's the music, that feeling. You got to get that vibe. You got to feel that vibe of the song. Like the beat really sets the tone for it.
It does.
You know what I'm saying? And that's usually the reason why, like, you hear different kinds of tracks. You know what I mean? So for me, like, whenever you feel that vibe, the beat has to speak to you. It really does. Because if it don't, then you just gonna be all over the place. Like some of the other artists that we've seen on the app that really just don't appeal to us. You hear some of them, they come in there, they really just all over the place with their flow. Now, not saying that they ain't good, but it's just saying that they only can think on one particular style.
Right.
And that beat just didn't appeal to that style. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I try to always base my verses on being versatile.
And that's what I've been trying to do lately too. Candy Lady tell you, I freestyle my ass off. I go for hours just freestyling.
Right.
And it makes sense. But I'm like, is that what I want to do on this? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I can do it.
And especially if you're trying to chase that bag, I don't think that's the way to go. So you gotta remember, because at the same time you saying that shit to yourself, you want that bag, you gonna have to run some hard body shit out there.
You gotta do it, because everybody else is the people at the top. That's what they're doing. You know, they're putting a lot of thought and effort into it, even if it don't even appeal to what you like or whatnot. I appreciate the thought and the effort that goes into it.
Cause I'm being honest,
step your game.
I can't freestyle worth shit.
That's true. Because anytime you hear a beat, it's supposed to be able to give you an idea on, you know, approaching it from a different angle. You know, you might hear one thing, but that flow might turn it into something totally different. But it's up to you to make it happen, though. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you're in that mode on thinking it, you can make anything come manifest. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just that's how I look at it. It's like, if you get a song, you have a song stuck in your head. 9 times out of 10, when you go out there and you try to put your own song together, that song is going to be a part of your song.
Yeah.
Because that shit's stuck in your head. You know? So that's kind of what it is for me. Like, I reflected off of the fact that I've been around a lot of artists. I've been around a lot of different. I've been hearing a lot of artists. Not only just listening to these different artists, but hearing hip hop at its greatest. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop at its peak form to me, because when hip hop was in its greatest form was when we was hearing artists like motherfucking 8 Ball and MJG putting shit together and pushing it out there and banging niggas heads with that shit.
And I kind of go out on a limb sometimes, because I know my rhyme patterns are a little different and unorthodox sometimes. But I'm not saying I'm doing it on purpose, but I just hate to sound like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So I try to put something a little different in there. If it hit, it hit. If it miss, it miss. But you know what I'm saying? It's a learning process at the same time.
It is. It's all a learning process.
You know what I'm saying?
And you never really know, because like at the end of the day, like whenever you do something like that, you could be appealing to somebody you never thought you would have been able to reach out to like that.
That's true.
So you know what I mean? Even by changing just that little bit of something in that song that you usually would have done this way, but you decided to do that way.
Yeah.
You caught the ear of somebody else. Oh man, you heard how he said that shit?
Right,
Yo, that shit was crazy. Yo, I think I'm gonna have to check this dude out. You see what I'm saying? And before you know it, you got more listeners. You got more people tuning in, checking you out.
The thing that kind of separates me and Candy Lady, she marched to the beat. She right there on the beat. Me, I'm more like a free runner. I'm in and out that motherfucker. I'm end up in the same place, but I'm in between those two, those snares and the kicks. I'm in and out the motherfuckers. I'm all over the place. It just depends on what I wrote and how I wrote it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's good.
Agreed. That's the same thing that I said. Same thing Silent Echo said. Same way I think on it too. I probably have thought of like 3 different 16s in my head You know what I mean? 3 different 16s in my head during the week, and I hear the beat and be like, okay, let me check this one first. Nah, that one don't sound right. Let me check this one. Okay, we getting there.
Yeah.
Let me check this other one real quick, just before I go to the lab, just before I go back to this one and see if this one fit.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Fuck them other 2. The last one sound like it worked. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We gonna go with this one. You know what I mean? So
it's a feeling. It's a feeling you get. You know when
it really is. You can tell when it's right, when it's there. You can always tell when it's there because the vibe fits. Everything just sounds like it's natural. It just sounds so natural to the song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's kind of the reason why I do this. Like I'm just so in love with the passion of listening to other people's creativity and their process on how they create. You know what I'm saying? Because it influences me to make motherfucker keep pushing out that hard shit. You know what I mean? Because you never really know.
And I ain't even gonna lie, Peasy, man. Like, I ain't gotta be no artist on the stage or whatnot. I can be behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
One of these days, I'll probably play a couple of beats I made for you, man. Let you. I'm venturing out into all type of shit, man. Like,
yeah,
you know, I don't want to be.
That would be
in one little box. You know what I'm saying? So,
I think that would be a great idea to do for a Wednesday, because you know we do New Wave Music Wednesdays on Wednesdays, so that would be a great little way to do that. That would put everything in perspective. You know, today today, like I said, today's a free day. I just sit back and chill, answer questions or chop it up with people. This is what today was for. You know what I mean? And I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I do my days like this where Thursday is kind of an open day. You know what I mean? So we can just do whatever suits the day, whatever suits the moment, you know?
Man, you doing it.
Exactly.
You doing it though. You know what I'm saying? You real consistent with it, man. I salute you for that, man.
Yeah.
Facts, man. But hey, I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, we've seen it all the time.
I know
Peasy going live. I mean, what is this thing doing?
I know it'll be busy, but you know we stuck in the house anyway, so.
For real. And like I said, I love coming on here and chilling with people like y'all. Come on here and chill with any of the artists that have showed up on my show, man. And I'm blessed to have had some of the greatest people step through here and just, you know, show off. Like, man, like, you know, the last time the biggest, you know, open mic that I've had on here was when I had Trey Real and the Poet all in one day.
Damn.
I was ecstatic, man. I was like, yo, I got Trey Real, I got the Poet, you know what I'm saying, all on one stream, all on one live stream, yo. I was like, yo, this is my day right here, yo.
Man,
this is my whole day.
You destined for greatness, dog, for real.
And I'm just humbled by everything, because like all of you guys keep me pushing, just like you say, I keep y'all pushing. So I appreciate the love and I appreciate all of that, because that support goes right back at y'all, because y'all push me to keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? And for every day that y'all keep telling me that I'm doing great things on, you know, to y'all, I'm hearing the same out of y'all. Same thing that Trey Real was saying in the last review of the videos from this week. I was like, yo, you can't get no better than this if you listening to these guys, man. The iron ain't gonna do nothing but get sharper.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? From here on in, it ain't gonna do nothing but keep getting sharper.
For real. For real.
Facts. And that's why I started that. And the same thing that he was saying, we got to keep in company. You know what I'm saying? But that's the reason why I started that group chat over in the DMs. Like, yo, I started that group chat in the DMs for Beat of the Week's hottest Fire Flows, because all of those artists that are in that group are great artists. We are all great artists in that group. And each and every one of us, if we could connect dots there and get everything together, you never know how far we can go. Man. Like, think about it. Fucking War Child responded. You know what I mean? That's what I said. This shit could be a Wu-Tang situation. You never know. 36 chamber, 12 niggas, shit.
You ain't never seen no goddamn group of motherfuckers from all over the U.S. come together like that, though.
Nope. And that's exactly what I'm saying. I'm talking about like a straight up USA, like Team USA in the hip hop league.
Right. Right. That shit up, man. I see that.
And that's
shit.
exactly, and that's the, oh man, you just gave me a motherfucking idea, nigga. Like, I seriously thought about that shit too. Now that you thinking about it, bro. Now that you mention it like that, bro, that's the best idea right there. Team
Man,
USA.
Like, yeah.
I'm gonna come up with some like Team USA shit, or call it Team Hip Hop. Yeah.
I'm just saying, like a super free or super MC type shit.
For real, like the super, like the Justice League of Hip Hop.
Man, I'm gonna have to start drawing up some logos and shit, man.
Listen, bro, like the Justice League of Hip Hop, bro,
Man,
and then just add off the chain, bro. Off the fucking listen, we gonna fuck around and give all these. We gonna fuck around and give out all the secrets, my nigga. We gotta get up out of here, bro.